Hello everyone, my name is Wanizi and I put the dub in Wotaku. Today we're going to be discussing the patch notes for the new season of Multiversus. I saw a little bit of it at the beginning of my day, but I stopped because I was like, we need to do a video for this. We need to collectively talk about some of the glorious changes that are coming to this game. All right, so let's just jump right into it, man. First things first, Morty will arrive on the 23rd. The patch will come in two parts. The first will be on August 15th and the second will be coming shortly afterwards, hopefully in the next few days. So not every change will be mostly be in the August 15th patch. Okay, that's fine, I guess. I mean, they're working really hard. New rotation for this week is Arya, Batman, LeBron, and Steven. Batman's a bruiser, so is LeBron. Steven is support. Okay, that's not a terrible free rotation. I have a lot of the characters, so it's not a big issue for me, but it does influence what you'll be going up against in like the 1v1s and in just regular games in general. So expect more Aryas, expect more Batmans. I don't like the more Batmans, but we're gonna move forward. Meta system, free rotation characters will now have an icon. That's smart. Battle pass match increased to 10 for wins and 5 for losses. Okay, that's awesome. Lowering the requirements for a number of seasonal missions. This is cool for people who are grinding out the battle pass. I finished the battle pass without really doing the missions. They kind of just like completed themselves. I was playing a lot of it just regular, but I appreciate this for the people who are trying to grind out the battle pass. The only one that I think I actually care about is static electricity. I love Garnet, and this is the ability I got when I played Garnet, and it never really worked well with her kit. So hopefully they fixed it, making it more consistent. They say they're making it more consistent with projectiles, which is great because I think that Garnet's second yellow perk doesn't really work well unless you can consistently add electricity, and it's very hard with this perk. At least that's what I figured. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. All right, the character buffs and nerfs. This is what we came here for. Arya's getting a buff on her ground and up special. Our up air attack is getting a buff. Don't know why. Now more accurately combo into the second hit. I don't know. I feel like I always got comboed into the second hit, but shout outs to the people who got lucky. Ground down attack now slightly earlier dodge branching, so you can dodge out of it quicker. That's what I'm assuming that says. Arya got a nice buff, so we might be seeing a lot more Arya mains, especially now that she's in the rotation. Some people might be picking up Arya as a character. I can kind of see it. Batman nerfs, we love to see him. Fixed bug where Batman would overshoot his grappling hook. Honestly, I think that this is a big help for Batman mains because I've been seeing him really try with the grapple hook and get destroyed for no real reason. Like, I'll just dodge into them and their character just whips across the screen. And they said they fixed it. It's a little bit better, but it's not fixed. Hopefully this fixes it. First hit added 3 frames of whiff recovery. I like that. Almost all of Batman's move combo into each other, so even if you miss one, he could throw out the full string and you'll still get caught in it. Oh snap, is this a Batarang nerf I see? Batarang pickup will now return 9.45 seconds of its cooldown, down from 11.55 seconds. So I play Taz. The thing about Taz, and if you have a problem with Taz, you're bad. And the issue I always had with Batman was the Batarang, but with Taz I can eat the Batarang. So like, this was never too big of an issue, but a Batman who would just use their Batarangs in combos, I had no answer for that because they would just throw it in combos. They would throw it in the middle of a combo, get it right back because I'm right next to them, and then instantly have it by the time that little combo was done. It was insane. Sorry, Bats. I don't know what to tell you. That Batarang, you're gonna have to plan around it. But his kit is solid regardless, so I think Batman is okay. He's gonna be in a fine state. Fixed an exploit where you can spawn 2 rockets. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't play a lot of Bugs Bunny. I thought this was a perk. It is not a perk. They have just been cheesing. It is insane. Fixed an exploit where Bugs can spawn multiple safes without triggering its cooldown. That's crazy. Safe HP has been reduced to 14. I don't know if the safe HP was a problem, but hey, I'm gonna let them rock out. Air down special. Tunnels will now disappear when creating a new tunnel. I didn't know there is a lot of exploits for Bugs Bunny I was unaware of. Air up attack added 4 frames of whiff recovery. We love that. Air side special attack whiffs. We love that. Air neutral attack. We love that. Give me the whiffs, man, because I think that Bugs Bunny is in a really strong space in his aerial game, and I don't know, man. I'm just not liking it. Down air into neutral, into down air, into neutral, into up air. Maybe the whiff recovery frames are going to change that, but I guess we will see. His pie no longer applies slow. That's a big hit to his kit, actually. I think that that's actually kind of rough. I think the pie adding a little bit of slow wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but hey, it is what it is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are on Finn, and I'm seeing a bunch of minus signs. Yes, sir. Your day of reckoning has come. You child with a sword, you. Passive attacks affected by attack decay no longer spawn coins. Good, because there's a lot of fins that like to spam. Air down special fixes an issues where gems require 200 gold to spawn, but only cost 100 to spawn. Gems now require and cost 100. That's fine. I don't think the gem was the issue. The gem wasn't the issue, but you know what was the issue? Everything else in the kit. It's not, the gem isn't the issue. Fin just has too much utility, in my opinion. Airside special adds additional whiff recovery. All right, sick. Ground up and air special. This is what we've been waiting for. Reduce the strength of the vacuum effect on the backpack. Absolutely. Weaker hits of the backpack will no longer overwrite stronger knockbacks from other attacks. Hitboxes should better match the attack. Not perfect until our planned hurt/hitbox system overhaul. Yeah, I had a bunch of issues with I think everybody has a bunch of issues with the Fin backpack because it sucks you in. It does an insane amount of knockback and damage. The issue I had with the backpack is that lingering hitbox when it's like just up, but that last lingering hitbox of the backpack is so long and it still hurts, and it knocks back too. Like there's times where I'm recovering and they mistime the up special, but they still hit me because I touched the lingering hitbox. And if I wait too long, he's just gonna dash out of it. So it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like it was OD. I'm happy that this thing got nerfed. I'm praying on this overhaul of the hitbox, hurtbox. I cannot wait for that. Airside attack, reduce active frames to diminish Fin's ability to fight fighters from behind them. I think that's a great idea. Ground down attack. The distance Fin covers with the attack now scales with the charge of the attack. Amazing, because there's Fins that will just from mid up and then slam me and I'm out of the ring already. Like, bro, you were just in the middle of it. You didn't even move. Get out of here. And it also makes it easier to be able to tell when they're going to do the ability, because now you're going to have to charge it up. So I'm going to know what you're doing. Ground side attack with recovery. Give this man some recovery frames. Garnet buffs. We love to see it. Air and ground neutral special. Song activation starts earlier on a frame 12 instead of frame 30. You're telling me that thing has been starting on frame 30? My God, what is wrong with y'all? The thing about the song is that it is such a slow move. It's great for stopping projectiles, but not the best either, because you can still get hit by the projectiles if you just walk into them. I feel like that shouldn't be a thing. The neutral should have been coming out way faster, in my opinion. Garnet just doesn't have a lot of fast moves in general, if at all. Frame 30 is kind of egregious, especially for a move that is very defensive in a lot of the times. I also think that when Garnet uses the neutral and the projectiles get stopped, they should not hurt her if she touches them because they are in a bubble. But regardless, we'll see how this goes. I play Garnet a lot. I will definitely be trying her out after the buffs. Air neutral, slightly higher base knockback. That's cool. I wish that some of her moves just came out faster. These are okay buffs. I think Garnet needs more, but we're going to keep it pushing. Harley's weight getting increased. That's actually pretty huge for Harley mains. I've been seeing Harley mains die at like 65. Sorry to the Harley mains. I'm sure Richie somewhere is very happy. Iron Giant nerfs. It's like Christmas today. Let's see. Air ground down special fixed an issue with the VFX trail. Can no longer use cannonball attack when out of air specials. I love that. Knockback angle change to send fighters more horizontally away from Iron Giant. Love that. Gray health from activation reduced from 2 bolts to 5. Blah blah blah. Reduce just gray health. Is that what we're talking about here? I love to see it. Get the gray health out of here. We don't want that. Well, I guess Iron Giants want that, but I do not. Air up attack can no longer hit the same target multiple times. Okay, so you can't get Shoryukened into the moon by this man, because that's been happening. Okay, so they're reducing a lot of his gray health in general, which is great. Grounded down attack, gray health from art reduced from 10. Yo, that's the issue I had with Iron Giant, is that they were just getting an absurd amount of gray health. And I understand that he's a big tank, like he's a big hitbox, so you need to give him the most health and defense you possibly can. But the dude already only dies at like 175. So I don't think that we need to give him this much gray health. I think that this is a great way to stop all the people who are just cheesing and abusing the kit. And if it doesn't matter, because I don't really have problems with Iron Giants like that, but we don't like Iron Giants, so rip to you, buddy. Jake needs way more nerfs. I don't think that this is enough nerfs for Jake. Removes instant cancel out of the attack, preventing skateboard infinites. Awesome. That shouldn't have been a thing in the first place. What is ground up attack? Oh, the axe. So the axe got whiff recovery. Great, because you could used to not be able to land on Jake. LeBron got a bunch of buffs. Air special. LeBron's solo dunk no longer spawns a shockwave on the ground. Really? I don't know if I like that. The alley-oop teleport version of LeBron's dunk spawns a shockwave and will launch players into the shockwave. The shockwave will launch fighters into a final hit that applies weakened debuff. Solo dunk knockback and hitbox's size increased. Okay, so they increased the hitbox size of the dunk, but you no longer get the shockwave. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. No, this isn't bad. This isn't bad. It's just a bunch of fixes and some changes a little bit, like no more shockwave. But if you get a bigger hit zone, then it is pretty good. It's pretty solid. So I had to check LeBron out because that neutral attack getting more combo potential. That sounds kind of wavy. There's so many characters in this game I didn't even realize. Rain Dog, air up special, removes hit pause on the ally that threw at Rain Dog when Rain Dog connects in ball form. Increase cooldown to his neutral special. Air up attack hitbox increase. Not a fan of that. Shaggy. Oh, baby. Shaggy's side special felt a little too unpunishable, so we added a bit of whiff recovery. We love that. We love that. Rage air side special. Recovery increased by 2 frames. Now better matches Rage ground side special. Interesting. Addresses an issue where Shaggy's will perform two rage specials. Rage ground down special. Shaggy's shockwave will launch fighters into a final hit that applies weakened debuff. Okay. That move wasn't that big of a problem because if you missed it, if he hit it, it's a great payoff. But if you missed it, you lost rage, and I'm gonna punish you because that has a long whiff cooldown or whatever. Side special just has a whiff recovery in general, all around. I love to see it, bro. I truly do. Watermelon Steven ability cooldown now begins when the Watermelon Steven is wrung out. Rest in peace to Steven Mains. Superman nerfs, only nerfs. We love to see it. Ground neutral attack added for whiff recovery. Ground up attack added whiff recovery. Ground down special whiff recovery. We love to see it. All right, Taz. I actually played Taz. In the start of our tornado changes to Taz, we'll be continuing to monitor the tornado with extra scrutiny in case additional charges are needed. Changes are needed, not charges. I would love more charges. No, I'm kidding. I don't want a charge system for that. Fix the bug where transformed fighters would receive buffs that would not appear visual when they return to their normal form. Reduce chicken duration from 10 to 8 seconds, but increase the size of the chicken. We'll see how that plays out. I don't think that's necessarily a nerf, y'all. I don't think that's necessarily a nerf. Air ground down special adjusted the movement direction of Taz's spit projectile to be more forward and less of a lob. Okay. When Taz spits out a projectile back at a fighter, the projectile will maintain its original speed. Air ground neutral special. If Taz eats a projectile that can't be spit back out, it will refresh a count of his apple core ability. Increased size of hit collision of Taz eating projectiles in his neutral special also made it possible to eat projectiles a few frames early. Okay. Taz deals 1 stack of weakened debuff every time you choose an enemy. Okay. Yo, the Taz chew meta is gonna be crazy. Air ground up special, damage reduced from 10 to 9 and base knockback reduced from 1500 to 1300. So the air up special is definitely the cheesiest move Taz has right now. It's not the tornado because you can hit him out of the tornado in a lot of cases. It is definitely the up air special and it is a problem, but it's not as big of a problem as a lot of other people's because there's a long cooldown for it. I'm fine with this. We'll see what the knockback is looking like, but it was one of Taz's best kill moves, so I'm on the fence. Ground side special. Now a cooldown move with 7 seconds cooldown. While the cooldown is active, side special is a weaker version of the tornado. Full power tornado has 1.5 duration and receives an additional 1 second duration after passing an ally. Interesting. On cooldown, tornado has 0.25 reduction and does not gain additional duration by passing an ally. I wonder how strong the tornado will actually be though, because if it's the same tornado we have now, I don't know if it's really going to be that big of a, it's actually going to be a nerf more than it is a buff, but we'll see. Like if it's hitboxes that still hurt you after it's out, and I'm going to be happy with it, but we will see. Ground up attack now has a 2-hit attack. The early hit combos into the sandwich clap. Interesting. All right, let's see who else we got going on here. Tom and Jerry, dynamite now applies projectile perk effects. Don't like that. I mean, it makes sense. I just don't like the dynamite. Air normal attacks fixed a bug that would prevent Tom from using normal attacks when air special limited has been reached. Interesting. Air up special fixed an issue where Jerry would continue to have an active hitbox frame when falling from the rocket. I didn't even know that was an issue. That's interesting. Oh my God, Velma got nothing but nerfs. Air side special reduced move distance. Okay. Air up special reduced weaken stacks from 3 to 2. Okay. Ground side special reduced gray health from 12 HP for 4 seconds to 6 HP for 3 seconds. Air down attack increased recovery. Air side attack added whiff recovery. Neutral attack fixed issue where the word bubbles would go through Bug's tunnel. That's an issue? I think that's a pretty strong tech if you ask me. Weight decreased more, so Velma is not going to be lighter. Knowledge is power perk, reduced gray health from 7 for 5 seconds to 3 for 3 seconds. That's rough. Velma got hit hard on the nerfs. And lastly, we have Wonder Woman. Ground and neutral special lower the cooldown from 13 seconds to 12. Okay, so the lasso. Ground side special projectile shield comes out earlier to allow her to better react to incoming projectiles. Okay, I actually like that. It makes her kit more usable because I didn't use the projectile shield. I just used it to slam on people, but maybe now I'll use it as a projectile shield. Interesting, interesting. Weight increased from 65 to 76. Oh my God, Wonder Woman is not dying early. I promise you that. Shield of Athena signature perk adjusted to scale for projectile shields for Shields of Athena signature perk to cover an edge. That's not bad, actually. I play a little bit of Wonder Woman. I really like Wonder Woman, and this buff might be what Wonder Woman needed. I'm pretty happy with these changes. I don't really see anything that's super bad. I mean, like the Steven watermelon having to be on cooldown when the Steven watermelon dies is a little bit of a, it's debatable. Like, it's fair, it is fair, but it only keeps hurting Steven, and I think that Steven isn't necessarily the character we really should be worrying the most about right now. The Garnet buffs are great. I want Garnet to have a little bit more buffs, but we're gonna see how these buffs translate into the game and see what happens. All in all, Velma nerf was something that was needed. Velma was in like every top team at Evo, so it makes sense why Velma got nerfed. Finn needed a nerf since Finn was released. Never was I like, this character is balanced. But all in all, this is an awesome way to start off the new season. Let me know what you guys think about the patch notes. Let me know if you agree, if you disagree. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like. Let me know if you would like to see more Multiversus content, because I promise you I'm playing this game a lot, so it wouldn't be that hard for me. Make sure you let me know in the comment section if you want to see more videos. Subscribe. We hit 200. Thank you guys. We hit 200. Let's try to get to 500 and get ourselves that community tab. But I appreciate you guys for all the support you guys have given me. I will catch you guys next time. Otaku out.